Neftiness, it is Neftali here, and I am back with another 12 by 12 layout, and I am working with the July Color Challenge. My videos are very much behind, so I do apologize about that. The only good thing about it is that you guys, will continue to get videos because I am so behind on the videos and I'm still recording. So, it'll take me a little while to catch up, but I will get there soon. So this layout I created in July for the MS Paperie color challenge that you guys see here. And the color challenge is a really fun challenge. They give us a photo, and in this case it's these little ice cream pops, as you can see here. They're Rice Krispie ice cream pops, and I was inspired to create something bright and colorful, and I really wanted to work with some watercolors. So as you can see, I have been creating sort of like a multicolored background here, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm literally just taking the watercolors and spreading them. I picked 3 colors. So I looked at the photo and I realized that the most outstanding colors there were the yellow, the red, the green, and the blue. So I used those colors, and to create this really cool technique, I just stood my paper up, and that created some really cool drops in drips that go all the way down my page. I love this technique. I tried it before. I think it was the layout. I think I tried it the month prior to this, where I used the Amy Tangerine. I'm gonna link the video below so you guys can check it out. So it's a similar technique when you add your watercolor and then you let it drip to the bottom. I like it. I personally like it. It's a really fun look, and it's just fun to play with the watercolors. And I really thought they went perfect with this photo here, which is one of my son. We made a gift for his dad for Father's Day, and I let him paint. So I made his dad a book, him and his dad, more like it, and it's called My Daddy and Me book, with just a bunch of photos of them together. And I let him paint the pages that were part of the book. So he had so much fun, and it was literally the biggest mess ever. And I had to take a photo of his hands. So I thought this kind of went perfect with all the bright colors that were in the challenge photo. So that was my idea for this whole thing. So now what I'm doing is grabbing my stamp set. This again is the Prima stamp set that I've been using in a couple of videos that you guys have seen. If you guys have been watching my other videos, I am loving this stamp. It's got a lot of like hand-drawn geo shapes, and I'm loving it. So what I did to my background was grab a little bit of white gesso and kind of mute out the colors. And once I did that, let that dry, I added the stamping as you saw here, and I'm going to emboss this. I want to add a little bit of dimension, and I feel like the white embossed stamps adds that perfect texture and detail. And you guys can see here how you can see through, they do stand out on top of the watercolor I did. And now I'm ready to start working on my layout. So my idea for this layout was to create this kind of hanging, kind of, oh my gosh, clothesline type effect to my layout over the middle of it. I don't know, it just kind of occurred to me. I had seen a little bit of inspiration on Pinterest for, kind of like bright and colorful layouts, and this one, there was an example that kind of looked like this one that really stood out to me, and I thought, you know what, let's give it a try. So I'm going to be trying to figure out how it's going to work within the boundaries of my supplies and my layouts. I am for a while I do search for some cute clothespins. I had some glittery ones that I was looking for a while, so you'll see me pop in and out. See, here's the glittery ones, because I thought those brown ones were just not going well with the colors I'm trying to have in my layout here.
and I was really hoping I had at least 4 of them, but I don't. So I do leave 2 of the little tags that are going to be hanging with the clothespins, and then the 2 other ones I'm just going to staple and kind of just go with the flow with the supplies I have here. I'm using a lot of different supplies in this layout. This one definitely is like a mixture of everything I had at my desk. I can see here that I'm using Amy Tan. I'm using Maggie Holmes Chasing Dreams, some Dear Lizzie. I think it's Happy Day, her collection. So definitely using a whole mixture of things, and sometimes mixing is really fun, but sometimes I also feel like mixing makes the process a lot longer than, you know, when you've got a whole collection to pick and choose what to add on your paper. It just takes me a little bit longer to get my layouts done when I'm mixing the products, because I feel like I've got a lot to choose from, and then you just kind of have to decide what pieces go together, you know, depending on the color scheme. So I'm looking around through my sticker sheets. I added that Live Today sticker. Again, that's from the Dear Lizzie collection. And I added some Chamel stars all around my little tags here. And I'm just adding that little flag there again from the Chamel paper cardstock stickers. Sorry about that. And I'm ready to start popping it all in. So like I said, some of these or 2 of these little, you know, clusters are going to have a clip, a wooden clothespin, but some of them are just going to be stapled because I didn't have enough, and I really didn't like those big brown ones. I kind of just like the glittery ones that I had. And to give it that effect that they are hanging, as you can see here, I am using some pop dots, and that just really helps to, you know, give a little dimension to my layout. I really did like how this one turned out. The only thing that I think I kind of regret now looking back at it is that I feel like the first layer of watercolor was the best, brightest one I used, and then I went back and it kind of just turned it a little bit muddy around the area behind my photo, but I end up covering it up, so it's not too bad. I do really like how it just, you know, is a mixture of watercolor, and over the top area there, I like the effect that you see there of, you know, all the pretty colors mixed in and kind of muted out with the white gesso. So now I'm trying to figure out what my title is going to be. I do have that super fun on the right hand side of my photo and the Live Today, and then there's a little quote on the side for the right hand side tag, but I feel like these are still not quite my titles. They're more, you know, I guess like little quotes. So I'm looking around again. I'm telling you, I am not joking when I say when I'm using a mix of stuff, I kind of just am going back and forth. So I like this Sweet Things chipboard piece, which is from the Amy Tan chipboard titles. I really do like it, and I think I end up keeping it, and I ended up stitching it over that yellow heart. And I did go around my page stitching in 2 colors. I used like a pretty tealish turquoise, and then I used also some baby pink. The baby pink is hardly noticeable, but I did like how the stitching around my page just kind of brought it all together. So that is pretty much it for this layout, friends. I hope you guys enjoyed. Here come the close-ups, and I invite all of you guys to take on the color challenge as well. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.